With the busy fall season already in swing, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for those jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You will save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle. These meals are really great to help you nourish yourself well during your pregnancy, and having delicious, nutritious meals in the postpartum period will free up your time and allow you to focus on settling into motherhood and getting to know your sweet new baby. Listen, I have a family of snobby eaters, okay? And all 4 of us loved these meals. We went with the vegetarian versions, and I'm not lying. Every single one of them was delicious. Head to factormeals.com/Dr. Nicole 50 and use code Dr. Nicole 50 to get 50% off. That's code Dr. Nicole 50 at factormeals.com/Dr. Nicole 50 to get 50% off today. In this Dr. Nicole Says episode, I'm sharing why you deserve more than a healthy baby. Welcome to the All About Pregnancy and Birth podcast. I'm Dr. Nicole Calloway Rankins, a board-certified OBGYN who's been in practice for nearly 15 years. I've had the privilege of helping over 1,000 babies into this world, and I'm here to help you be calm, confident, and empowered to have a beautiful pregnancy and birth. Quick note, this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Check out the full disclaimer at drnicolerankins.com/disclaimer. Now let's get to it. Hello there. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. This is the Dr. Nicole Says episode on how you deserve more than a healthy baby. Whether you are a new listener or a returning listener, I'm so grateful you're spending some of your time with me today. Now, in these shorter episodes of Dr. Nicole Says, I'm just sharing an important topic with you today. And today we're going to talk about how you deserve more than a healthy baby. So you will hear people say a lot like, you should just be happy to have a healthy baby, okay? You'll hear doctors say it, you'll hear nurses say it, family members, and even friends. And this often comes up in the context of making a birth plan. So what happens is you express things that you want for your birth, perhaps like a low intervention birth. You want to avoid cesarean birth. You want to avoid episiotomy. You want intermittent monitoring and not have to be strapped to the monitors all the time. You want to be able to move around. Maybe you want to use the shower or a bath. Maybe you want to have an unmedicated birth and you put all of your things and your preferences into a birth plan. And then the doctor, maybe even the midwife sometimes will say like, well, I'm going to say it's generally going to be doctors who are going to be more like this. Will say, well, remember, the most important thing is a healthy baby. Well, I have a couple of things to say about that. So listen up. Number 1, birth is an incredibly special event. It is not something that's going to happen very often in your life for you. People have a couple children, 3 children, maybe 4 children is even considered a lot. So it's actually a relatively rare event in your life. So of course, you have wishes just beyond the physical health of your baby for this beautiful, incredible, life-changing event. Now, I will say that I said wishes. I didn't say plans for your birth, because the reality is that birth cannot be planned. Your doctor cannot plan birth, even if they say they can plan anything. I can't plan birth. You can't plan birth. The only person who really plans the birth is the baby, and they don't tell us exactly what those plans are. So you can't plan birth. You can, however, of course, have wishes for how you want your birth experience to unfold. That is completely normal natural, and something that should be supported. You deserve to have those birth wishes supported. And then the second thing I want to say about the "you should just be happy to have a healthy baby" comment is that, of course, you want a healthy baby. You don't need no reminder that the most important thing is a healthy baby. Of course, you want a healthy baby. You are not going to intentionally do anything to harm your baby. Doctors have this warped sense that if you have a birth plan or birth wishes, that somehow you are willing to put your life or your baby's life at risk in order to achieve what you have in your birth plan. And that is absolutely ridiculous and absolutely false. Of course, again, you're not going to do anything to intentionally harm your baby. That's absolutely ridiculous. You, of course, want a healthy baby. Of course, the most important thing to you is a healthy baby. You don't need to be reminded of that. What the reminder needs to be, who needs to be reminded, is actually the medical system. The entire medical system, whether it's doctors, nurses, midwives, hospitals, all of the things. What we need to be reminded of is that a healthy baby physically, a healthy mom physically, that's the bare minimum, okay? That's the very least that we should be able to do, especially in our highly medicalized system. Like, physical health is the absolute bare minimum. You deserve so much more. All of us OBGYNs recommend that you take a prenatal supplement during pregnancy and ideally at least 3 months before getting pregnant. But which product is right for you, and will it have all of the nutrients you need for every stage of your journey? Choosing a prenatal can be so confusing, and that is why I am delighted to tell you about Element, which takes all the stress out of the process. Element is the first ever personalized prenatal supplement. It's designed by maternal fetal medicine doctors and is not only customized for each person, but it also changes over time for each stage of your journey from preconception to postpartum. Element provides a tailored prenatal supplement whether you have certain dietary preferences or a high-risk pregnancy or nutritional deficiencies like low iron or vitamin D. And every 30 days, they can adjust your prenatal protocol to make sure it is the perfect fit for you. Also, Element has exceptional ingredient quality, no fillers, no additives, and the packaging is eco-friendly too. Every pregnancy is unique, and your prenatal should be too. So visit helloelement.com. That's Element with 2 L's, and use the code Dr. Nicole to get 20% off your first order today. You also deserve to be listened to. You deserve to be treated with compassion. You deserve to be treated with dignity. You deserve to be treated with respect. You deserve to have your needs centered in your experience, not the needs of the medical system. You deserve a care team who both keeps you and your baby physically healthy and does their absolute best to honor as many of your wishes for your birth as they can in that process. Because it is not just you and your baby's physical health that matters. How you feel about your birth experience matters. How you are treated during your labor and birth matters. And you deserve nothing less than a care team who understands and supports that. Now, I talked about making a birth plan or birth wishes, and a birth plan is really important to help you have the birth that you want, but you want to be sure that you make a birth plan the right way. Well, I am super excited to share that my class, Make a Birth Plan the Right Way, I'm getting ready to release it as a pre-recorded video that you can access at any time for free. So the best way to know when the video comes out is to hop on my email list. Head to drnicolerankins.com/email, join the email list so you'll know when it comes out. Or just check back at my website periodically, drnicolerankins.com. Check it out there. You'll be able to watch it, get the workbook for free, and you'll have forever access to it. So stay tuned and be on the lookout for that. All right, so there you have it. Do me a solid. Share this podcast with a friend. Sharing is caring. I am on a mission to reach and serve as many pregnant folks as I can. And I would love your help in doing that. So if you like this podcast, then please tell it to someone. Also, if you like it, do me a favor and leave an honest review, a 5-star review, if you'd like, in Apple Podcast. It helps the show to grow and helps other women find the show. And then subscribe, of course, wherever you're listening to me right now. All right, so that's it for this episode. Do come on back next week. And remember that you deserve a beautiful pregnancy and birth.